Hello, hello, my darlings. Welcome back. Welcome back. It is in the northern hemisphere, the autumn equinox this weekend, also known as Mabon in some circles, especially by the Wiccan calendar. So we've got a lot of events going on. Locally, we have the Johnny Appleseed Festival going on this weekend, which celebrates all things apple related, the harvest season, things of that nature. So it kind of lined up really perfectly this year. But for the autumn equinox, generally you're going to spend a lot of time similar to Lugnazar and a little bit like Sven, but not quite, because that's more of end of harvest. This is more middle harvest and preparation for the winter to come. So things like canning and jarring food that you're harvesting, a lot of things involving apples and gourds, things of that nature going on right now. Again, this is for the northern hemisphere. Southern hemisphere, I believe you are moving into spring from winter right now. So in reverse, you're in your planting season. But this is kind of a time to keep preparing for the winter. So throwing away things you don't need anymore, mentally cleansing things that aren't serving you anymore, and putting those things to rest so that you're not overburdened through the winter by things that no longer serve you. This is also a great time to stop and reflect on what you've accomplished so far this year and anything that you want to dedicate your energy to for the remainder of the year. So lots going on energetically right now. So I figured, because I don't really have a great oven here or anything like that, and I don't have a garden either, so I can't really can or do my own vegetables and stuff. Doing a cooking share or something like that, not really going to work for you guys. So I actually spent most of the day outside helping my grandparents with their yard prep for the winter, raking, mowing, getting some of the garden beds ready. All fun things. So I got to spend a lot of time outside today getting that last bit of summer sun in. It definitely still feels like summer. It's about 90 degrees outside today. Whew, I was feeling every inch of that. Probably gonna have a sunburn come tomorrow, honestly. I'm so freaking pale. But anyway, since we are switching seasons, there's a shift in energy, as it were. I thought we could do a little reading tonight. So we're gonna do a 1, 2, 3 with the cards, as we normally do, and then we'll pull just kind of a general hopeful message from our Anne Stokes Oracle deck over here, and we'll have a little bit of fun that way. So, and as you can see, we switched out the candles. I am not currently doing Oxford-Portland combo, my 1-2 hit from Simple Nature Candles, which is a local company. I love supporting them. Their candles smell fantastic. He's a really sweet gentleman. I talked to him at the farmer's market, and he's so nice every time I go. But I brought out their Halloween candle, which smells like fresh baked snickerdoodles mixed with, I don't even know what. It's just so seasonally perfect. So we've got the vibes, we've got the energy, and we're gonna see what the cards have to say. So go ahead, close your eyes for me, and choose either 1, 2, or 3. Okay? Take your time, pick whichever one. We've out for you here. Okay. And think real hard about what kind of question you want answered, what you're thinking about right now. If you're thinking about, the remainder of the year, how much can you get done between now and Christmas time, now and the New Year time, now and the next switch in seasons. Think about what part of life you still have questions about. If that's family, love, finances, whatever you're thinking about, focus real hard. Pick your number. 1, 2, 3. Actually, I'm going to read these a little backward. We're going to go with 1 on the right, 2 in the middle, and 3 on the left instead of going in the normal direction. Don't know why, it just sounds like a good idea. So number 1, this is for you. We have the Hierophant in reverse. Did I shuffle the deck upside down again? I did. I shuffled the deck upside down again. Shoot. So I'm going to turn all these over because I know that they're actually not correct. That's my bad. We're going to pretend. Well, I'm reading for you, so it would be facing away from me, technically speaking. But for ease of reading, we're going to flip these around. So if you had number 1 as your thought card, it's the Hierophant. Now, normally speaking, the big face cards like this, the higher arcana or major arcana, great divinatory meanings, big signifiers. Okay. So the Hierophant has several meanings: marriage, alliance, captivity, servitude, mercy and goodness, inspiration, or a man to whom the querent, which would be you, the question asker, has recourse. So mercy, goodness, inspiration, all good things. The marriage part, if you've entered into a new relationship recently, I would be very careful about that because it does say marriage, but also servitude and captivity. So make sure you're not doing too much too soon. If that's you, you never want to put yourself in a position where you're oversharing or overburdening yourself immediately in a new relationship. You're their partner, you're not their caregiver. Or, let's see my additional notes here, because I also have all my other notes for the tarot cards in my little book. Yep, everything I have noted here is love-based. So a safe or traditional love. Something that may require a little bit of communication work or therapy to figure out exactly where everyone's coming from. So by the end of the year, you could find yourself in a great relationship if that's what you're looking for. Or, if you're thinking more work, financial, job related, in a position where you're communicating with someone in your life pretty directly and constantly that isn't necessarily the best communicator. So you might need to do a little bit of extra work in figuring out how communicating is best for them and how communicating is best for you and how to bridge those gaps. Because not everyone communicates the same way. So putting some extra effort into figuring out the way that the people in your life communicate going into this next season and going to the end of the year is going to save you a lot of headaches. Because once you learn how someone communicates, that's going to solve a lot of your problems with what you're communicating about if you figure out the how first. So that is our card number 1. If you chose card number 2, we have the Ace of Wands. Phenomenal. Okay, love the artwork here. The single wand being held by a hand coming through the clouds. Could be the hand of a deity. We have a little castle on the hill over here. A couple small trees, so we can see this is definitely larger than life. And the ace is pretty up there. And I'm losing all my notes again. Woo! Wands, 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 wands. So the Ace of Wands often means new beginnings, starting a new chapter. It is a fire sign or a fire suit. Wands are most commonly associated with fire as their element. So if you're a fire sign or if you've been feeling particularly emblazoned lately, creation, invention, enterprise, the powers which result in these, principle, beginning, source, birth, family, origin, beginning of enterprises. So we're looking at, you're starting over. You are going into the harvest season with a brand new plan. I can think of a fire sign in my life right now who actually is doing that right as we speak. You are approaching a new chapter of your life. You've got a brand new plan. You are going to make this work for you. And there is no wrong time to start down a new path or to start on a new plan. It doesn't have to be the first of the year that you make a new resolution. It can be any time of year. Whenever it feels right, whenever you know you want it, go for it. Whether that's a new job, a new relationship, a new project at your job, lightning strikes in the middle of the night, you have a great idea, write up that proposal, give it to your boss, give it to the right people. Whatever you are pushing right now, that new idea is going to work out. Maybe it's a new social media page, maybe it's a new hobby. Whatever it is, go for it. This is the time for new chapters, new beginnings. The world may be slowing down and going into a cycle of rebirth, but hey, everything is a cycle of rebirth. We're always changing and growing. This is a very positive sign, my friend. So we love that. We absolutely love that. So let's move on to card 3. Again, we're going in the opposite order today. So card number 3. If you picked 3, you have the 9 of Cups. Very nice, very nice. Cups are a water sign, or most commonly associated with water as the suit of water, because cups obviously are going to hold liquids. So that one's probably the easiest one for me to remember at the very least. Now, 5 of Cups can mean there's been some tension in your life. Maybe there's been a couple arguments lately. Maybe the energy around you is stilted. Maybe you're having a hard time figuring some things out. I said 5. This is the 9. I can't read. I promise you I usually do a better job than this. Yeah, completely different. So, a wish being fulfilled in a general sense, according to my notes, or unconditionally loving a partner for who they are. So if you were thinking about a partner, unconditional love, lack of judgment. The thing that we often say with cups is that the cups are overflowing. They are overflowing with abundance. They are overflowing with love. They are overflowing with understanding. The cups run over. That is always going to be a positive. Additional meanings. The goodly personage is feasting to his heart's content, and abundant refreshment of wine is on the arched counter behind him. So concord, contentment, physical bien-être, also victory, success, advantage, satisfaction for the querent or person whom the consultation is made. So, again, all good things, abundance, unconditional love, getting that wish fulfilled. So you are hitting that final stage in something that you've been working on, often a different stage than this one right here. You are getting the fruits of your labor back to you. As far as us being in the harvest season, it all lines up beautifully well. We are seeing the fruits of our labor. We have done the good. We have put in the work. And now we are getting what we've earned through our hard work. And sometimes that takes a long time. And sometimes it doesn't always look the way that you think it's going to look. But good things are coming to you, my friend, because you've been trying so hard. And I am so proud of you for everything that you've done so far. So that is our 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Let's go ahead and do our single oracle read from the Big Fancy Anne Stokes Gothic Oracle. God, I love the art on these cards. It is so pretty and so cool. But they're massive. Absolutely massive. Wheel. And my hands are a little sore from that lawnmower earlier. My goodness. Whew, this is a task. One more, I think. These ones never want to be shuffled a lot. They're pretty ready to go. The blue moon. Okay. Y'all just saw me shuffle those pretty thoroughly. Not amazingly deeply, but pretty thoroughly. The blue moon was the card that I got the last time I did just a personal quick one card pull for myself. I got this exact same card. So that's kind of interesting, kind of lovely. And according to our lovely, beautiful guidebook, the blue moon symbolizes luck. So first it's going to discuss the imagery. Beneath the moon, a girl and her unicorn companion bathe in the blue light. Within the dark forest, wildlife can be seen. In this opportune moment, an owl wings his way through the trees. A blue moon is considered a rarity, bringing to mind the popular expression once in a blue moon. In actuality, it is the name given to the appearance of a second full moon in a calendar month. On average, a blue moon occurs every 2.5 years. Because of the infrequency of the event, this card is connected to luck and the seemingly impossible becoming possible. When its magnificent glow lights a reading, it suggests that you will become the beneficiary of prosperity. This occurrence, however, may not be expected since the card, like the blue moon, is out of the ordinary. Luck is on your side. Fortune will favor you, and you'll likely be in the right place at the right time. Surprise opportunities and random synchronicities are part of this card's message. Whether you find a little extra than you thought in your bank account this month, or meet with someone who could positively change your life. So there we have it, my darlings. We are going into the harvest season and passing the autumn equinox with all kinds of good luck, happiness, anticipation for the coming season. And we are going to remember to work on our communication. We are going to be ready for new chapters, new doors to open up. And we are going to accept the bounties that we have sown so far. We have luck on our side. And by the grace and light of whatever deities you prescribe to, we will be very, very happy. But that is it for tonight. I think we are all set. Thank you so much for joining me. As always, I love you so very much, and I hope you have a wonderful evening.